Howdy folks, it is Wednesday and you are halfway through the working week. Congratulations to you. I hope you are doing very well in your working week. I know I am. I'm barreling on with work, and you know what? I'm getting more and more really interesting hobby nightmares. What I would like for you to do is to, well, nothing really, but realise if you've sent me any hobby nightmares and they are not in this video, because they won't be, because there's only one hobby nightmare in this video, but it's really, really good one. They will be on the big hobby compilations that I'm putting together for the Fridays. So this Friday and next Friday will be huge hobby compilations where I read out everybody's hobby nightmares that they've sent in that don't quite fit into other videos. So I'm going to clump them all together and put them in one big massive video as a little treat at the end of the week. If you like what I do, then please subscribe to the channel. Patreon is down there below as well. And yeah, if you're wondering where the prize draw is, I'm waiting for the fund, because every single time you use the promo code down below, Northern Exile, at Composite Games, it adds a little bit to the prize fund draw. I'm waiting for that to go up a little bit so I can offer bigger prizes, essentially. So yeah, if you want to do that, and you need some models anyway, use Composite Games, use the promo code Northern Exile, and get yourself some money off. I think it's about 10% right now. Anyway, let's do some hobby nightmares, shall we? Well, one in particular, from a young gentleman by the name of Sororitas Dave. What a lovely name. I wonder what army he does. Sororitas Dave says, "Hi North. Firstly, thank you for your channel and all that. They make my week, and they make the hour commute home from work every night bearable. So thank you." Oh, you're very welcome, my man. Here we go anyway. So I recently got into Warhammer 40,000 at the start of 8th edition, which I am told was the best edition for a while. Yep, it was. I'm really sorry about what happened to 9th. If you've started and now you've gotten into 9th, GW will do this. They will release a really good edition, and then they will take it upon themselves to tear everything that was good about that edition down in the next one and bloat it to high hell, because they know they've got you now. If they've got all the people through COVID that went in to do 8th edition, right? They've got all the people to do that. Now they've got loads of people there, captive audience. Now they absolutely ring your wallets in 9th edition. Essentially. Codex creep, codex creep, codex creep, rules bloat, rules bloat, all the way throughout it. It's terrible, but this is what they do. So, he says, "I started frequenting a store in the US around my university town in the Midwest." A lot of stories come from the Midwest. It's a large area, I suppose. "I do history and education as a master's, good lad, and work part-time as a seminar teacher, good lad." Okay, cool. Good man after my own heart, I like this. Anyway, this city in the Midwest has only one real hobby space. Everywhere else is a good slog away, and so this really is my only option when it comes to playing the game and getting use out of the expensive miniatures that I buy. Fair enough. The space I frequent, the hobby store, is amazing. 3 floors of codexes, books, and a cafe/bar area with the gaming tables all on the bottom floor. You'd love it. I attach some photographs to this message, but please make sure you don't show them on stream. Because, okay, fair enough, yeah. He doesn't want to call the place out. Okay. It does look amazing, though. It looks really cool. I fell head over heels for it as soon as I stepped in, and now I only buy my models from there. So, match made in heaven, right? Well, not quite. You see, the manager is a manageress. She's in her 40s and is the stereotypical heavy metal MILF. Absolutely stunning, no kids, and has a reputation as a bit of a man-eater, or at least she's had quite a few boyfriends turn up to the store for a while and then never be seen again. Jeez. Jesus. She's not killing them, is she? Oh dear. This woman has now taken an interest in me. She comes over to my games and cheers me on, touches my arm at every opportunity, laughs at pretty much anything I say, and has even given me a few free beers on the house. Dude, alright, if you don't want to be in a relationship with this woman, right, do not fuck this woman. Do not shit where you eat. If this is the only hobby store for a long way away, do not get involved with this woman. Right? She is going to be an absolute nightmare. Do not get involved with this woman. This is bad. Unless she's honestly looking for a relationship, and so are you, then fair enough. But it doesn't sound to me like you're looking for a relationship, because you wouldn't be talking to me if that was the case. right? This is a slam dunk. This is a fish who's jumped into your boat and whacked itself with the oar. Is what this is. But I would not. If you want to keep your reputation, you want to keep your head above water in this hobby store. Do not fuck this woman. Do not do it. Get yourself some dick discipline, as I said the other day in the other video. I bet you that's why you wrote this in. I bet you watched that mental health video and you wrote this in. Anyway, yeah, that's my advice. Don't screw around with it. But anyway, let's see what you do. We do a D&D campaign in the store, and that I am a paladin in, that my character is a paladin in. And her character, who is a bard, of course, is constantly trying to make me forget my vows of chastity. Oh, my God's sake. I mean, that's totally in character for her character, but still, it's a little bit obvious. One evening a few weeks ago, another regular actually pulled me aside and nodded to a statue with an orc holding an axe and told me, dude, you had better take her home, or she is going to end up jumping on the hilt of the axe out of sheer desperation. Jesus Christ. So it's obvious to them as well. And he's not wrong. Here is the rubber, though. I did. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. What? So last week, we all went for drinks in the local city to celebrate my friend James winning a local friendly grand tournament. He's playing Necrons. They are surprisingly strong right now. And I got a little bit carried away with the night, had too much to drink, and ended up going back to the manager's apartment for a nightcap, where I pretty much got jumped. Happily jumped, he says, from what I remember, but still jumped. Okay, yeah, there is a word for this. If the sexual roles are reversed here, and you did this to her, there's a word for this. It begins with an R, ends in an E. Just saying, you know, I know that's not what she did, but that's how screwed up the world is these days. You would be in serious... If I was in this situation, right, and I acted as she did with a woman, I'd be terrified for the next couple of weeks. I'd be thinking, I'm going to get a knock on my door, and it's going to be the police. You know, even though it was consensual, even though it was, you know, she was still drunk, though, I'm in trouble, right? I don't like her behaviour, man. I don't like her behaviour at all. Anyway, I am due to go back to the store this week, and she has not stopped texting me in the meantime. It's really odd. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Like, okay, as I said the other day, right? Like, women control access to sex. Men control access to relationships. Alright? The problem here is that you are so much more powerful than she is in this interaction because you weren't bothered about having sex, so she just gave it to you. So she's given up her power to you now, and now she wants it back. Now she's like saying, right, okay, I want to be in a relationship now, I want to be with you now, text me, so I get my validation out of you, and you're not willing to give it, because you got what you wanted, and now you're moving away. Now you're in trouble, and this is exactly why I didn't want you to bang her. This is exactly it, right? So it's not odd. He says, anyway, I am in serious trouble, yeah, no shit, as this is my only hobby space, and I have even signed up for my first grand tournament with my Sisters of Battle Army, hey, there you go, and we all take a coach ride together from the store. I can't lose the store, man. I love it there so much, and I have made so many friends. What the hell do? I don't head back there till Saturday, I'm guessing this Saturday coming, and I am dreading it. I have texted the manager back and keep things civil and nice. It's all good, but what do I do if I do not want to be with her? Cheers, Sororitas Dave. Okay. Dude, this is why you need dick discipline. This is why you need to be able to take yourself aside and say, no, I shouldn't do this, right? Because I have more worth than this. I don't need the validation of a woman. I'm okay. I can go and I'll be alright. The sexiest word in Hollywood is no, by the way, so she'll still probably keep trying to have sex with you, but at the end of the day, at least you've kept it civil and you've not given her the upper hand in the sympathy stakes if you haven't banged her, right? If you've just said, look, I'm not interested. Or just say you're gay. But then again, you can't say that because then it'll get around. And what if an actual hottie comes in that you do like? Then you're screwed. So you shouldn't have done this, and I'm gonna give you my advice in a minute. But you shouldn't have. It shouldn't have gotten to this stage. It should not have gotten to this stage at all. You are now put your entire hobby life at jeopardy. Where the hell are you going to play Warhammer if not at this store? You've said so many times in this thing here that this is the only store around for miles. If you can't play Warhammer here, where the hell are you going to do it? Again, you're going to lose all your friends who are going to take you to the GT and all sorts. It wasn't worth it, dude. And do you know what? I'm going to tell you now. And here is a bit of advice from me to you. And anyone else watching who's male. Or even female if you're that way inclined. Pussy is very rarely worth it. If you're weighing getting laid against something else, it's very rarely worth it. If you're looking at weighing getting laid against being with your friends or going to a GT or doing something that interests you and makes you happy, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Very rarely is it worth it. You will meet one woman every now and again who makes it worth it, and that's the one you want to put a ring on, right? Because you're literally just like, oh my god, I can't stop thinking about her, she's amazing, and I want to be around her all the time. That's the girl. That's the ride or die chick. Yeah, go with that one. But it's very rarely worth it. And this is a case in point. This is somebody who has sabotaged their own hobby because they were drunk, they were weak, and they let somebody in who shouldn't have been let in. I'm going to tell you now, dude, this woman sounds like, number one, sounds like she doesn't have, or she has not had a strong male patriarchal influence in her life, because this is what happens. Just saying. I don't know. I've known strippers in the past, right? I've dated one. I've known strippers in the past. And I've known, working in bars, I've known a lot of easy women in the past. None of them were in contact with their dads. A few of them didn't even know who their dads were. Right? So I'm guessing this is one of those who has gone out of her way and is now trying to fill that dad-shaped hole in her life with as much cock as possible. I would honestly, from here on, man, I need to give you some advice before I do anything else. By the way, that's exactly the reason why I came back to, like, me and my ex, who's my daughter's mum, do not get along at all, and it got to the point where it was like getting quite abusive, like not me doing anything. I'm just trying to explain things, not explaining things, and I'm okay talking to you guys. It's fine. But the reason why I made the decision to actually stick that out and come back and be like, okay, I'm here, is because I don't want my daughter ending up like people like this, right? A daughter always compares the dudes around her to a dad. It's natural, it happens. It just happens all the time. It's a natural way of doing things. And this is bad behaviour. It's going to lead to really bad mental health for her and really fucked up social circles for him. Right? If you're a free spirit and you're going around, if she was just shagging around, that's one thing. But shagging around and then fucking people off and them not going to the store anymore, that's toxic. That's toxic, selfish behaviour, and it shouldn't happen. Anyway, what you do from now on, man, if you're not interested in being with this girl, well, this woman, she's in her 40s, you need to be honest with her and say that. This isn't going to ebb away. She's not going to give up. She's going to be all over you all the time. I know the type. She's not going to give up. You need to be honest with her and say, look, like, if you want to carry on doing what we were doing, fair. I'm never going to turn down getting laid because you're beautiful and you're really awesome. I am not in a position to be in a relationship right now, so that's where we are, and that's not going to change. You're not going to change your mind. That's not going to change. In a few years, maybe, I don't know, but right now, I'm focusing on my career and getting myself sorted out, and I use this hobby space as a place where I can chill out and be happy. And you're a part of that as well. Tell her that. Tell her you're a part of that as well. You're awesome, and I like being around you. You're cool. But, like, I need you to know that this isn't going to go there right now. That's it. If you word it like that and you're honest, that is the gentlest letdown you can give somebody. It's saying it like that. Say it exactly how I've said it. Don't take your own little verbiage because you've already made stupid decisions, right? Say it exactly how I've said it. And don't do it in text form. Say it to her face. Like, bring her aside or talk to her when you go out for a drink again. Say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. And say, look, if you're okay with that, and you're okay with being mates who occasionally have sex, or even if you want to cut the sex off because I'm not interested in a relationship, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But just know that, you know, I'm being honest with you. I'm not stringing you along. This is what I think. This is how I feel. And this is where my life is right now. As long as you're honest and you say that, and you're sincere when you say that, then you're good. You're golden. Or you should be golden. And if you're not, dude, continue going to the store. Fuck this woman. Like, don't fuck it. Don't fuck it. I mean, like, you know, screw her. No, I mean, you know, like, get her in the sea. Is what I'm trying to say, right? So if she doesn't like your answer, well, fuck that. Like, just go to the store anyway. Go to the store anyway. She can whinge and bitch and moan. She can't. She cannot bar you from the store for her having sex with you. Do you know what I mean? She literally, that would be a very, 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 very ballsy move of her to get rid of you from the store, especially if you know people there already, right? Just be very careful that this woman isn't an unhinged one who's going to get you into serious trouble. Do not stick your dick in crazy unless you're going to put a ring on it and it's your kind of crazy. Alright? Okay. Anyway, I will be back on Friday now with some more hobby nightmares, where we'll be going over your hobby nightmares. That is one where we may get some really good ones, we may get some really naff ones. I don't know, it's a variety mix. So I'll speak to you on Friday. Have a lovely rest of your day. Have a brilliant rest of your week. I will try and stream tomorrow, if I can. We'll see. Have a lovely week, guys. Love you all. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the Discord. See you later.